know what is what.
Yeah, they're dead. They're all messed up.
This is Cult of the Living Dead.
All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Cult of the Living Dead. I apologize if I sound a bit congested. I'm still getting over that cold from last week. But this week we are diving back into the Lynchiverse, and we are covering the 1999 David Lynch film, The Straight Story. As always, I am your host, the Dale, followed by my co-host, Mr. Saya.
Yo.
Twan is taking the week off. He had some personal stuff he needs to take care of today, so he will be back with us next week. So for this week, it's just the two of us talking about some David Lynch.
Just the two of us. What a movie.
Interesting Lynch movie.
Yeah, interesting. Interesting is a good word.
His last feature film.
This was his last one?
Yeah, because technically Mulholland Drive was a TV pilot turned into a movie, so it wasn't a feature film. And Inland Empire was a bunch of segmented vignettes that he recorded and then stitched together to make a movie.
Yeah.
So this is his last actual feature film with like a script that was meant to be made into a movie.
Wild.
So wild, dude. It's a Disney production. It's a G-rated film. For general audiences, good for everybody.
Yep.
And it's directed by one of the kings of avant-garde filmmaking, David Lynch.
Yeah.
And I like this movie, but it's a very sweet movie, a very lighthearted, kind of kind movie. And it's based on a true story of Alvin Straight. So that was cool too. But then it has its like little like Lynchian things in it. Yeah. So I was like, it felt kind of out of place, but I couldn't help but laugh.
Yeah. Same.
If you guys are keeping track at home, we often talk about David Lynch and his works. He's a very polarizing director, I feel like, on both this podcast and in just cinema history in general. His movies can be a little weird at times, but he's made some genuine masterpieces. I think we all love The Elephant Man. I think it's one of the better movies we've seen on the pod, and probably one of the better movies I've seen all time. It's a very good film. But then he's also made weird stuff that we've liked in different ways and different varying degrees, like Mulholland Drive, which I enjoyed, but Twan didn't really feel it, and I know you liked Mulholland Drive. And then Inland Empire, which you liked, and me and Twan did not really enjoy.
Yeah.
For those keeping track at home, we have 3 Lynch films left to cover after this one. We have Dune, we have Blue Velvet, and we have Lost Highway.
I think it's Lost Highway that I've been like pumped for this whole. Yeah, I've been aching. That's my getting edged. Your getting edged is Ed Wood.
Ed Wood. Although I've seen it already, but I definitely want to cover it again.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go through the cast and crew. So it was written by John Roach. He just wrote this, and by Mary Sweeney, who worked on Daraboo and Two Knives. Mary Sweeney is a longtime collaborator of David Lynch as a producer. And the music is done, of course, by Angelo Badalamenti, who started his first job with Lynch on Blue Velvet and basically did the music for everything he did after that, including Twin Peaks.
Hell yeah. When you find the homie and you guys just fucking click, what happened?
It stars Richard Farnsworth as Alvin Straight. This was his last movie. What a trooper. He did this movie with terminally ill with pancreatic/bone cancer. This is his last movie. He was nominated for Best Actor for this film. He was in the National Misery, and he was also nominated for an Oscar in another film called Comes a Horseman. He's a very good actor. He's one of those guys, when I seen him, I'm like, oh, this guy's in it. I've seen this dude in other movies.
Yeah.
I didn't realize he was so prolific. He was so good.
I didn't either.
And of course, a scream queen herself, Sissy Spacek as Rose, who's probably most popularly known for as being Carrie in the 70s, 1970, what is it, 79, 76 adaptation of Carrie?
I'm looking for it right now. Yeah, 76.
1976 adaptation of Carrie, which she was nominated for Best Actress in that movie, which is
Yeah.
crazy. And she was also nominated for Best Actress, and I believe she won in The Coal Miner's Daughter. Sissy Spacek is she the greatest acting scream queen of all time? Is it between her and God, what's her name? Twan likes to call her Cannons from Halloween.
From Halloween.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Because Jamie Lee Curtis also has won an Oscar.
Mm-hmm.
How many times has she been nominated?
But Jamie Lee Curtis has been in more movies too. But I guess are you going just based off of nominations?
Yeah, I'm going off of I feel like how many Scream Queens have nominations, let alone have won? I think these two?
Yeah. That's a good question. That's like a need to dive in deep into the fucking
To the weeds on that one, huh?
Yeah, into the weeds on that one. You should write that question down and then we could look it up and use it later.
And see.
Yeah.
And then it also stars Jane Galloway Heights as Dorothy. She was in I Know Who Killed Me. We have Harry Dean Stanton, who is a repeat customer for David Lynch. He was in Mulholland Drive. He's probably, I know him best. He plays Lyle, but I know him best in Alien.
Mm-hmm.
He was also in Twan's favorite movie, Repo Man. Most recently in the film Lucky, and he was also, I believe, was he one of the prisoners in the Green Mile? Or was he one of the cops?
I
think he was one of the prisoners. He was in the Green Mile.
I think I've only seen the Green Mile like once or twice.
That's a sad movie.
Yeah, and I saw it when I was a kid, so I feel like I didn't process it.
I love dramas, but sometimes they're pretty heavy and
yeah.
Like Schindler's List, amazing movie. I've only seen it once.
Yeah,
yeah. I don't know if
but that movie like stays with you. You know, I saw that movie as like a mid 20, like late 20-year-old, no, like mid 20-year-old. She was so sad. It wrecks your soul. Sad.
Yeah, it is. It is pretty sad, especially the girl in the red dress.
Yeah.
And then Everett McGill as Tom the John Deere dealer. I don't know. I wrote him down because he's one of the few people on the IMDb with the picture. But he's only in it for one scene, so he's not really all that relevant. What were your expectations going into this movie?
You know, it's a David Lynch movie. I was expecting weird. I was expecting long scenes with like a lot of movement and like silence. I was expecting David Lynch, you know?
I'm right there with you. I was very interested especially when I saw it was a Disney movie.
Right.
I'm like, David Lynch doing a Disney movie. How is this gonna go? And then when I was going through the IMDb, I'm like, well, freaking Farnsworth got nominated for Best Actor. He must have did something good, right? It must be. But I was like, how is he gonna lynch it up? How is he gonna lynch up this movie? And then it being called the Straight story, I didn't realize until it's got started going. I'm like, oh, is this based off a true story? Because it doesn't say based off a true story when it starts.
No.
Yeah, knowing David Lynch, I was like, is this an LGBT movie about this closeted gay grandpa?
Oh, yeah.
But it's not at all. It's just the guy's last name.
You know, that's funny you said that because I had that same thought. I was like, is this going to be a story about a gay farmer that's coming to terms with his sexuality, in his later part in life as he's dealing with mortality?
It wasn't.
Not
at all.
Nah, not that at all. Not at all.
I think it being done by Disney was probably a dead giveaway that it wasn't going to be that, but still, the thought crossed my mind.
Right. I mean, it's David Lynch. This guy makes adult movies with adult themes. I would think that would somehow tie in and Disney would Disneyfy it a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
But just really a very, very, very right turn from where he normally makes movies.
What I love about this movie, which kind of is the Lynch of it, even though it's based on a true story, not a lot happens in this movie, really.
Mhm.
It's just all about like interactions with people.
Yeah.
And it just feels Lynch because, like you said, like expecting those long shots.
Hmm.
It's this whole movie's just long shots.
Just one big long shot. Yeah.
Just one big long shot. I would be interested to see this movie as a one take,
That'd be
one
cool.
shot. It'd be
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
All right, let's synopsisize and we'll get into what David Lynch himself has claimed is his most experimental movie.
Oh shit.
Which
Okay.
is interesting
That's
considering the other
fucking
two that came out after this.
I feel like Eraserhead was so experimental, but okay, let's go, brother.
So this is a pretty straightforward synopsis. Like I said, not too much happens in this movie. So the Straight story follows Alvin Straight, a 73-year-old man with failing health who sets out on a 240-mile journey across Iowa and Wisconsin on a riding lawnmower to reconcile with his estranged brother, Lyle, after he suffers a stroke. Unable to drive and unwilling to ask for help, Alvin chooses the slowest possible route. He goes on a lawnmower. Along the way, he meets strangers, a runaway teen, fellow veterans, kind mechanics, curious onlookers, each encounter offering small reflections on regret, aging, pride, perseverance. The stakes are quiet but enormous. Alvin's body may not last the trip. Time is the antagonist, pride the obstacle, and love the destination.
Hell yeah.
I think it's actually kind of crazy. Like a lot of speaking on like his health, like a lot of his movements were all because Farnsworth was like very sick at the time.
Yeah, he was like actually in pain.
Like that pad that they had on the lawnmower,
Hmm.
they that wasn't like what they had to put that for him because he just had hip surgery or something.
Damn.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
One thing I thought was cool when I read that Lynch said it was his most experimental film. So I guess all the scenes that take place in Straight's house, they
Mhm.
filmed at his actual house.
Oh, that's cool.
All those people, all those old people were his actual neighbors.
Nice.
Like they just filmed in his neighborhood.
Damn.
And they
That-
followed the exact route that he took to visit his brother while filming. So
Yeah.
everything that was filmed with him on the road was that exact route that he took to get there. And they filmed the movie in sequence.
Damn. That's pretty cool. That's what makes it experimental though? Like the
I
fact
guess.
that yeah.
I
Okay.
guess Sir Lynch.
Yeah.
Maybe it's his
Oh,
most experimental because he had to like
because
pull
he's like
back on his Lynch stuff.
yeah, and he's like, I gotta stay linear in this. It's gotta be
Yeah.
from point A to point B. This is
It,
it.
it might be outside of Dune, his only linear film.
Yeah. Interesting. Interesting. I mean
Although,
it
although Eraserhead is pretty linear, it just has like some bonkers scenes in between.
yeah. Yeah, there's just a lot
A
going
lot
on.
going on in that movie.
Yeah, there's a lot of like background noise in that movie. I feel like this movie is the most quiet, like the most like, and when I say quiet, I don't mean in like a sound sense because there's music, there is talking, there's like a lot, there's lawnmower noise and all that shit. But I mean like quiet in the sense that it's a little more tranquil. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's a calming movie. You know, I put this on late at night and I was like, this is actually a nice movie to like fall asleep to, you know? Some of
It's
his other movies, they leave you like thinking it's like, fuck, what is gonna happen to that character? But this one, I mean, it's a good point A to point B, like reconciling with family, what mortality means to someone at that age, you know. It was nice. It was a nice change.
yeah, it's like a movie on like reflection. It felt
Hmm.
like it's just like a lot of let me think about this.
Yeah.
It feels not compared to like other Lynch's, it's not busy.
Hmm.
It's just very at peace with itself,
Yeah.
which is interesting.
Yeah.
And maybe that's what makes it so radical because he made something kind.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. Like experimental in the sense that it's just
The
yeah,
movie,
just a movie, just like a
regular movie.
yeah, like a what is this? Is called? This is a biographical drama.
Yeah, biographical drama.
Yeah.
For all the movies for Lynch to be like Yeah, that's the one. I'm down to adapt.
Yeah,
Just this like improbable journey that this guy takes from Iowa to fucking Wisconsin.
yeah.
240 miles on a lawnmower is wild work.
That is super wild work. I saw that uh the actual Alvin Straight like turned down he hated like all the media attention that he got after he did his thing, that he like actually turned down going on the Late Show and like all that shit, because he didn't want to deal with any of that. He was literally just he just wanted to reconcile with his brother, you know what I
Hmm.
mean? And it blew up into this whole fucking thing. And then David Lynch is just sitting there, probably I don't know what David Lynch drinks in the morning. I'd say he drinks. He looks
Coffee
like
and cigarettes
he
guy.
looks like yeah, he's like a coffee guy with like some fucking toast. He's just drinking and eating that shit. He's like, God damn it, I found my next movie. You know, it's fucking nuts.
It's nuts.
Yeah,
Apparently, Richard Farnsworth was like hesitant to do the movie because of how much Lynch curses in all his movies, and he like wasn't a fan of that. And Lynch was like, "No, don't worry, we're gonna keep it G for this one."
yeah.
And they like
It's a Disney picture.
he read the script and he's like, "All right, I'll do it."
Yeah. Wow. Wow. What a reputation you have. You know, like I feel like the darkest it gets is when he's in that bar with the other veteran,
Dude, that
and
scene was heavy.
yeah, and they're talking about like their experiences during war. That was probably the heaviest scene, but I mean it was real, right? Because it's like between two hardened older men who lost like everyone around them, you know.
Mhm.
Um, but that was it. Like that was, it was everything else was like so like chill, calm. Everyone was friendly. There was a couple of times that I would expect like someone to run up on him, or you know, like when he left his lawnmower there the first time when it broke down, he had to like get in a truck and then get it towed back.
Yeah.
I thought something bad was gonna happen, but literally nothing bad happens to this guy.
No, guess kind-hearted people in Iowa and Wisconsin.
Yeah, it's just hella chill over there.
The veteran thing was interesting because he mentions multiple times throughout the movie that he's a World War II vet.
Hmm.
And I kept thinking, like, how's this gonna pay off in the end? And like, it wasn't like really a payoff. It was just like a really somber moment. But that scene was was pretty good.
Yeah, I feel like it was this movie compared to his other movies. I think that I feel like what he did really well in this, and I mean, it's not just him, right? I think it was the team of writers that did it. The conversations are so natural.
Hmm.
Like they didn't feel awkward. The only awkward piece was Sissy Spacek's character, but
Yeah, because
she was written like that, and so I get it. But like all the other conversations that happened were like so like natural and normal. And you're right. I was also looking for that payoff of like, well, what's going to happen with him being, you know, continually mentioning that he was like a World War II vet, but it was just it came around in a conversation that he had with another World War II vet, and it was like them just, you know, sharing their stories with each other in such a normal way that like it didn't feel like you know with Lynch's other movies sometimes those scenes or those lines that they have just feel like Lynch.
yeah,
This didn't feel that at all.
no, it felt like a natural conversation.
It was hard to identify that this was actually a Lynch movie unless there was like specific scenes where it like kind of dragged for a little bit of time, you know, like the camera was just there and it would just stay in focus while other stuff would happen. Other than that, it was hard to identify this being an actual Lynch movie.
There's a couple like Lynchian things I think Sissy Spacek's character
Mm-hmm.
felt very Lynch.
Mm-hmm.
But then you later find out because at first I was like, did he just choose to make her like autistic for some reason? But you find out later, like, no, she is like autistic.
Mm-hmm.
But like the way that I guess she acted felt very like Lynch. Lynch's characters tend to be very like over the top, like
Yeah.
almost soap opera y sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like Sissy Spacek's character, like Rose, was kind of like that.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the scenes with her early on felt like very Lynch.
Yeah. But then you find out more about her character, and then it
Yeah,
felt like from there I was like, oh, that
it
makes
makes
sense now.
sense.
You
Yeah.
know? Yeah, I got that same sense too. It was weird the way this movie worked. I don't know. It just like a lot of the questions I had were answered in it, and it ended up being just like a story that was just being told, and then you get more understanding of what's happening. You know?
I think, yeah, I agree. There's only one part where I think that was like for sure Lynch, like super Lynch. That was a scene that was Lynch. I mean, obviously, like the filmmaking had his touch, and that was the deer lady,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
lady who hit like 7 deers in like 10 days or something
Yeah,
crazy like
keep
that.
hitting deers. Where do these deers come from?
That was hilarious because she looks like when this whole interaction was happening, I'm like, this is like an open field. Where the fuck are all these deer coming from?
Yeah,
Like, there's no
literally.
forest anywhere.
No forest, no tall grass, literally just flat land. Just deer running out, just getting wrecked.
And then he fucking eats it.
I mean, waste not, want not.
I mean, it was perfectly intact. It didn't look like roadkill.
But yeah,
And I was like, dude, how strong is this dude that he just picked up a deer and like
he's all
threw it and
bomb.
slaughtered it and like
Put the antlers
antlers up?
on his fucking on his
Trailer?
lawnmower. Yeah, on his trailer. Yeah.
This dude's got fucking veteran strength.
Veteran farmer strength, you know? You know those farmer boys are
Yeah, they're strong.
fucking beefy. Yeah.
They're strong. Fucking that was cool. Did you have a favorite interaction?
I think favored because it was exciting in a way. It was exciting. It was thrilling when he's going down that hill and the firefighters are they have their like training exercise on that house. And he's trying to brake and his brakes don't work, and he just keeps going, and then he somehow finally slows down. And then those people were just so nice, and they just helped him out. They like built his whole thing. They helped him fix his thing, and then he haggles with the brothers to
Yeah,
like
the Farley
them,
brothers.
yeah, the Farley brothers to get like a good price, and then he gives them a lesson about like connecting with your brother because that's all you have, in the end. I thought that was a really nice, like, that was a cool like moment with everyone. I mean, he was just everyone in there was so nice. I can't keep expressing how nice everyone was. It was just a
Yeah,
nice movie,
it was.
Yeah.
You know that those are Chris Farley's brothers?
Really?
Yeah, Chris Farley was supposed to be there too. It was supposed to be the three of them, but he
Yeah.
passed away.
Oh shit. Damn, I had no idea. That's cool.
Yeah, I love that scene. I thought it was great, and I love the way that like when he's like, so how much about the labor? He's like, how much of it was labor, and how much is it with you guys just bickering like this?
Yeah.
And and I was like, he's like, 170. Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds good.
Yeah.
I love the scene with the runaway too.
Oh yeah, when she shows up at the
At the
campfire.
campsite, yeah.
Yeah, and she eats dinner with him, and then they share stories, and yeah, I thought that was a cool. That was when I realized that the movie was going to be a lot more calm and like not like Lynch-y.
Mhm.
By that point in time, he had already done everything with his daughter's Rose, right? He had
Yeah.
already had all the conversation with Rose, and he was like out on the road and all that stuff. And I thought it was gonna get like a little weird at that point in time, but it really wasn't. It was way more like reserved, calm, you know, focused, and he was just really connecting with people. I thought that was really cool.
I think that scene gave us like a good glimpse into like who he was. Like he's so perceptive.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's running away and he offers her food. And like he even asked her, like, so like how far along are you?
Mm-hmm.
And like he knew like right away she's
Immediately.
pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah, like shared everything, gave her that whole family lesson about like apes strong together.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I was like, damn, okay. This is gonna be one of those movies.
Yeah.
And there was never really um like uh like a conflict, I guess, that he had to go through. I guess maybe we see his growth as a character,
Mm-hmm.
especially when it gets to like, because he doesn't really show quote unquote like any like, I don't want to say like weakness. I don't know what the term not weakness. Like there's any chinks in his armor until like we see him kind of break down when he's talking to the other veteran. Like he's
Mm-hmm.
always like just giving out wisdom to everybody.
Yeah.
Like looking at the brighter side in all these like situations, because he breaks down multiple times.
Hmm.
Like has a moment with those like cyclists, and then like so it's like, oh, okay, so he's like this like I don't know wise man going through this town, just giving his wisdom to everybody.
Yeah.
And then we get to like really see his character as he's like reflecting along this journey and how it kind of ends with the bar scene. Because I think that's the last major scene we get before he meets his brother, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I appreciated that we kind of like in that journey we saw his development and how his presence kind of like affected other people.
Hmm.
Is this like a feel good movie?
It is. It is a really, really feel good movie. I had a good night's sleep after watching this.
I know. I thought it was gonna like, um, admittedly, I saw the trailer. It didn't give anything away because,
Hmm.
um, if I sometimes my partner likes trailers, so I'm like, you want to watch this movie? She'll be like, let me see the trailer to see if I'm interested.
Yeah.
And she was like, no, this movie seems sad. I'm like, okay. And I was
Yeah.
kind of expecting it after the trailer, like, oh, this is gonna be kind of a sad movie. And
Yeah.
like it had moments of sadness, but at the end of the day, it was just like a feel good. It was just a good story.
Hmm. And even the sadness that was there, it was like a like a happy sad, you know? Like
Hmm.
I know when he finally pulls up to Lyle's house and Harry Dean Stanton walks out and he tells Alvin like sit down in the chair and he looks at the trailer and you could see like tears in his eyes like welling up and he's like you drove out here for me? He's like yep. And that's it. Like that's everything. It was sad but it was like how like he made it, you know, and like his brother recognized that in that moment like oh fuck like you came out here. I did some reading after because I wanted to know like what happened and I don't know if you read up on it too, but Lyle like recovered and then he moved closer to Alvin so they could like be like closer together after that.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
So
really cool.
that was nice. That was like a nice like addendum to the story for me
I
because I was like
didn't read that,
yeah, I
but
was like
that's cool.
I want to know what happened to these people. So yeah, he ended up moving like closer. And then I think he Alvin ended up not yeah, Alvin ended up getting another like a better John Deere
Nice.
lawnmower like after this because he gained so much attention, right? Like doing all of this that someone in Texas heard about the trip and so they just gave him a fucking brand new lawnmower afterwards to have and yeah,
That's cool.
yeah,
I love how he's like,
small things, you know?
hey, and kudos to John Deere because like this is a 66. I'm like, dude, he did this trip in 94. That was like a 30-year-old lawnmower that he's just fucking mobbing on.
Yeah, I know. It's
What a
crazy.
what a great like advertisement
Like
for John Deere's.
yeah, like ad but not ad. I
Like,
wonder during that time in the real world, people must have fucking blown up over John Deere. Like I'm sure John Deere's John Deere, right? Like
yeah,
it's an established brand, but other people probably seeing this shit are like, babe, we got to get a John Deere. You
yeah,
know,
John Deere.
families just getting John Deere's out of the fucking woodworks after this.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
I did not know they had that type of torque and pulling capacity.
yeah, I didn't either. I never expected from a fucking lawnmower like that.
I've
But
never
going,
driven one of those, so I can't attest to how strong they are, but
yeah, I
I was
haven't either.
impressed.
I think my stepdad has one. Next time I go out there, I gotta try it out.
Try and pull something with it.
Yeah, I want to make a fucking trailer and just travel like two
Ask him like
states.
how much do you think we go haul on this thing?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I find it I don't know if they explain it, but what was the significance of rain in the movie? It comes up a couple times.
Hmm. I don't know.
Like he loves thunderstorms, and then we have that moment where he's getting rained on and he finds that barn and
Yeah.
he kind of just sits there and watches the rain. Because I know at the beginning he says he wants to like look up at the stars with his brother. That's what he's
Mhm.
hoping to do, and that's how the film ends.
Yeah.
Um well, I was curious as to like what the significance of the rain was because it happens a couple times.
Yeah. I know in other movies, I think it means like being like reborn or like refreshness. I think
Okay.
in and looking it up now, and it says that it can represent unhappiness and melancholy.
Mm.
I mean there was rain while he was doing his travels, so maybe it was maybe like a mixture of both, right? Like melancholy, and he's also going through this journey of him changing and overcoming his like feelings about his brother to like want to reconcile.
Yeah.
Probably something around that.
What do you think of his character? Like he's such a stubborn old man.
Yeah.
Like
Hella
especially when he
stubborn.
goes to the doctor. I
Yeah.
want no X-rays. I want no tests.
Yeah.
Like take off your gown. Just get the doctor. I ain't doing all that.
Yeah.
The
You got to
doctor's
stop
like, all right.
smoking.
Yeah.
Nope. Not
Nope.
gonna happen.
Start eating better. Probably not.
Yeah.
He's so
I'm
stubborn.
so stubborn. But I think the fact that he is that stubborn and he was still willing to reconcile with his brother for whatever reason that he had, I think it showed a lot about who he was as a person. Like he's stubborn, but he's still like a good guy.
Yeah.
Willing to like help out as many people as he possibly can and just talk to people, get to know them, share his wisdom. But I think that like change of him reconciling with his brother was just, it was nice. It was a nice, like, he's just nice. This movie was so nice.
Yeah, it was.
So calming, so chill. Made me want to go out and like just make a new friend.
Do you have a favorite quote in this film? Any straightism?
No, nothing off the top of my head. Do you?
I liked when the guys ask him like snarkingly, they're like, what's the worst part about getting old? And he's like, the worst part about getting old is remembering when you were young.
That was a good one. I remember that.
Because I feel like it's twofold. Because you obviously remember when you're in your prime and not everything hurts.
Mm-hmm.
And then for him, it was also when he was young, like he was in the war.
Mm-hmm.
So, and dude, did you catch this? That his wife was pregnant 14 times and had 7 kids?
Yeah.
Straight, buddy. You get cable. Holy shit.
Yeah, dude.
And his daughter had like lost got her kids taken away.
Her family, yeah.
That's crazy.
It was a lot. There's a lot. And I mean, it goes back to what we said before. This movie's sad, but it's like sad, but he still overcomes all of that,
He's tough.
in his own way of being like positive and optimistic and just like caring about other people.
So what do you think the movie's overall message was?
That's a good question. Because I've been thinking about that like since I saw it, right? I feel like most movies have, to me, my brain says that like most movies have like a main character and they have this like big conflict and they have to overcome this conflict. We get this like huge climax and then it's over. With this movie, it didn't really feel like that. I mean, I guess the conflict was like him trying to get to his brother,
Mm-hmm.
and he overcomes it in his own way because he's like so like hard-headed. He doesn't want anyone to drive him. He doesn't want to do anything. He doesn't want any help, and he does it himself. And he does it in his own way, and he's still able to overcome it. And maybe it's about like determination,
Maybe.
like no matter how difficult things may seem and how impossible it might be, if you're determined to do it, you're gonna do it. And he was really determined to like make it back to his brother.
Yeah.
I mean, he broke down what, 4 times? The first time happens when he's just trying to leave and he gets like picked up.
Let's get a new tractor.
Yeah.
And then that tractor breaks down when he gets to that town and he has to get it fixed.
When the brakes break, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it breaks down, like almost breaks down right before it gets to his brothers. He's like on that last road.
Yeah.
And then he talks to that other big John Deere tractor guy.
And then the guy's like, just turn it on again. And then he turns it on. He's like, yeah, that was it. Sometimes you just need someone to just give you a little push,
I like that the guy kind of drove slowly in front of him to make sure that like he wasn't going to break down again.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah. I read online also just about the real like story, and he did actually break down 2 miles away from his brother's house, and a farmer came over and helped push him the rest of the way to his brother's house. So that actually happened. Like that was like a real thing, except he was able to turn his lawnmower back on. In real life, someone like pushed him to get him over there. Yeah, push him 2 miles to get there.
That's cool. Damn,
yeah.
Good on that, dude. Just some great people in Iowa and fucking Wisconsin, dude.
Some good old farmer boys,
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it was the '90s, dude. I feel like the '90s were just a completely different time, completely different breed of people. Well, maybe it's still like that. I don't know.
Could
Oh,
be.
yeah,
Oh, I haven't been to Wisconsin or Iowa.
yeah,
I plan to visit both one day, but
yeah. Same.
I think the movie has a good message about reconciliation. I think.
Oh yeah, of course. That's like one
Yeah,
of the big points of like your family is your family, right?
yeah. Your family is your family. Ape
Yeah.
strong together.
Yeah. I like that you can use that all the time. you know, like it seems like such a situational like thing to pull that out from Planet of the Apes, but like you could use it all the fucking time. Like you could
It
I could use it
applies.
I could use it in a team meeting, right? Like when I'm at work, I'm like, all right, guys, come on, we got to come together. Apes strong together. Yeah, you could use it when explaining this movie. Like,
Hmm.
such a good fucking line.
I mean, he does it basically with the bundle of sticks.
Yeah, he does. He does. It's wild.
I like to think that everyone in this movie ended up having a happy ending.
Yeah, I don't think anyone there was no sadness. I don't think anyone, no one. I think every like once this guy visited you and he told you like his wisdom, I feel like everyone just succeeded in life after this.
Yeah. It also I think find interesting about his character is like he's very much a like I got to do it on my own. Like when he used that guy's phone, he gave him $3.
Yeah,
I was like, did he pay him to use his phone? He didn't
yeah.
want to go into his house. I wonder why that was.
Maybe he didn't want to get jumped. I don't know.
The
No,
interesting.
no,
I
I don't.
don't.
I don't.
There's got to be some form of something that has to do with not doing that.
Yeah, some
Some
type of like southern. Is that southern? No, that's like
Iowa's not the South, the Midwest.
it's like some like midwestern hospitality type stuff. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Do you think reconciliation and determination are the only like the main pieces of the movie?
I think so. I'm trying to think about this because the plot is very simple.
Hmm.
And I find it interesting compared to like other biopics. It doesn't have that like fall of the hero and then like their rebirth, like we were talking about with Dewey Cox,
Hmm.
which is interesting because we just covered a biopic, well, a fake, a mocky pick
Yeah.
last week. And here's another biopic, but it's very different from like the music ones I'm used to or like the historical ones because
Yeah.
it's basically the Forrest Gump run, but a dude on a lawnmower going to see his brother.
Yeah. This is just an overall feel good story.
It
Like
really is.
this is one of those rare occasions where you hear a story about like something really good happening and then that's it, you know?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's like I really enjoyed this movie, but for being a Lynch film, I'm a little stuck because like I feel like there's always so much to talk about with Lynch films,
Hmm.
and with this one because it is a kind of A to B
Yeah.
movie,
Yeah.
it makes it a little bit more difficult to like kind of it's a very comforting surface level like seeing the growth of this character and the effect this guy's journey and him as a person had on other people and
Hmm.
just like the goodness of humanity
Yeah.
because of like you've said like all the people that helped him out along the way
Yeah.
and the way he helped people along the way. Great.
Yeah.
But that's kind of it.
Twan missed the easy conversation on this one, huh?
For a Lynch film, it's crazy.
Yeah, it is. It's honestly so wild. Again, I wouldn't know this was a Lynch movie unless I already know what Lynch movies are. And so I could pick out like small details, but like beyond that, like this is just this could be what's that what's that station on TV where they just make like feel good love
Oh,
movies?
Hallmark.
Like this is like a Hallmark movie. It's like David Lynch's Hallmark movie.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What is interesting, and obviously I maybe makes David Lynch great at this for this movie,
Mhm.
is Sissy Spacek is like the second biggest character in this movie, but she's out of the film 30 minutes into it. Like she
Mhm.
kind of never shows up again.
Yeah.
And David Lynch, a lot of his films, I feel like, especially his later ones, our main character interacting with another character that you'll never meet again. They
Yeah.
have a conversation, they share something deep, and that's it. And that's like basically this entire movie. And I think that's one of the places where like Lynch excels, and I think that's where his filmmaking kind of comes in the best.
Mhm. Those like interactions between people.
Yeah, they're singular interactions because no character repeats.
Yeah. That is true. And that is literally this whole movie. Like
Yeah,
that's
it's
what
a
this
whole
whole
movie.
story is about. Yeah. That's a good thought. That is probably why it really works for him because he is able to like take that main skill that he has and apply it to like such a normal feel good situation that it just works.
It just works.
Yeah. I wanted so hard to like after I saw it, I had like conflicting ideas. I was happy. Like it was like I was like, this is so nice and like content. I
Mhm.
wanted to be able to like break this movie down and like be like, oh, there's the symbolism and like this and that. But there's really like when you really think about it, there's no reason to do that because it's really just actually a story about a man who wants to reconcile with his brother and he just busts the fucking mission of all missions to do that, you know?
Do it. The
Um
perseverance
yeah,
to do for love,
yeah.
reconciliation, and it is very. I hope they don't remake this one.
I don't think this one needs to be remade. There's no like
And did you notice that we saw this like literally right after the 4K remaster got released?
really?
It came out
Oh shit.
either in December.
Yeah. Yo, that's fucking crazy. Is that why it looks so nice?
Yeah, because then I'm like, yo, this is in 4K? Like, oh
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
And they just had released it this in 2025 in like December. It just came out.
That's wild. I feel like a lot of the movies that we cover, either something happens to them after or something happened with them like right before and we like cover it like right at that point in time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's weird. It's not like we don't try. It just happens. You know, the wheel gave us this movie.
Hmm.
Maybe the wheel knows, bro. Maybe the wheel is like actually AI.
Maybe. Maybe
Yo,
the will knows.
yo.
I do kind of love how we went from talking about biopics in like a comedy movie, and then the next movie we get was an actual biopic.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Hmm.
Was there anything else about the film that you wanted to touch on?
I don't think this movie needs to be remade for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one I feel like this is a one and done kind of thing. I think this would be too boring for people now, just based off of the way we consume media. You know what I mean?
I think it would work, but I think it would definitely be in like the Hallmark sense.
Yeah.
Like you up the feel goodness,
Yeah.
shit like that. I think that's what would happen. It would have that like Hallmark like golden glow that all their movies seem to have for some reason. Like there's this,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I think this movie, and I think Lynch did a good job, man.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah, I did.
it is such an outlier in his filmography.
Yeah.
It's so different from anything he's ever made. And it kind of makes me wish like he should have made more like traditional movies. Like he could take this like feel good story and make like a really good movie out of it.
Yeah.
I get he's an avant-garde, he's an artist. He is an artist.
Yeah.
Like he filmed as an art or was an artist, rip.
Hmm.
That he likes doing his artsy things, but it's his first adaptation since Dune, right?
Hmm.
Second? 'Cause I
Yeah.
think after
Second.
Dune, he's like, I'm not doing anything that's like not independent anymore because he had such a horrible experience doing it.
Yeah. With Universal.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean after Dune, he did Blue Velvet, Wild at
Which he,
Heart, Twin Peak, Lost Highway.
and he wrote all of those, right?
Yeah, and then he came back, and then he did Straight Story, and then after Mulholland and Inland Empire.
Crazy.
Yeah, yeah, what a lineup! And I that would be interesting if he would have made another more traditional in a sense, like drama. You know,
Mhm.
I wonder how that would have been. But I do think, I mean, if he was able to do this and it succeeds so well, And like, I mean, if you look at a lot of his other stories, yeah, everything within it is always crazy, but the stories are always really cool. You know, I
Yeah,
think he would been able to do like a banger of a more like traditional sense movie rather than it be like a Lynchian movie.
it kind of reminds me of. Do you know who Neil Gaiman is?
Is that the person that did
Coraline,
yeah.
and he also made American Gods.
I heard about that, yeah.
They're two drastically different styles of movies, but
Yeah.
it's like David Lynch made this G-rated Disney movie,
Yeah.
and then you see, like, imagine this is your introduction to Lynch, and you're like, "Oh, that's a cool movie. I want to see this next movie's coming out. He did the Straight
Yo.
Story. That was really good." And then his next movie's Mulholland Drive, and you're like, "Yo, what the fuck is this?"
Yo. That would be kind of hilarious to introduce someone to Lynch like this.
And then what was his movie before this? Twin Peaks, right? Like Fire or whatever.
Lost Highway,
Oh, that was,
the one that I want to see. Yeah,
Lost
the
Highway.
one.
Oh yeah, Lost Highway came out after Wild at Heart, huh?
Yeah, yeah. And between those is Twin Peaks, Fire Walk with Me. Are we gonna? Is that in our list also?
It's not because we have to. It's a sequel to
Because
Twin Peaks,
okay, okay.
and we're not
Just
watching Twin Peaks.
yeah, yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
one day. I'd be down to check it out.
yeah. Maybe it'll be like a side episode, you know,
Yeah,
where we catch up on Twin Peaks and then we do Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me because I want to
I do
watch
want to
Twin
watch
Peaks.
it.
I tried starting it like 2 times already,
Same.
but each time I try, I'm like, I get really baked and then I just get lost in like whatever the fuck is happening because it's weird, you know?
That is a
Um,
weird movie.
I think I gotta lock in and try doing it again.
Anything else you wanted to touch on about this film? Crazy. Sissy Spacek helped fund Eraserhead, so that's cool.
She did?
Yeah.
Huh. That's cool. What's the story with that? Do you know the story with that?
They're just friends.
Oh, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like they've been friends since he was in school.
I guess so, yeah.
Nice.
Because
Damn, what a homie to have, dude. Sissy Spacek. Cool.
maybe they went to college together. Who knows? Because
Yeah.
she was probably about that age. Because Carrie came out in 76 and then Eraserhead came out in what, 79?
Hmm.
You know
Yeah.
what? Proof that David Lynch is a good director. His two feature films that are non weird Lynch movies, Elephant Man and this movie, great films.
Both biographies.
Both Autobot. He's just a biopic guy.
He's just a fucking beast ass biopic, dude. Hell
Damn.
yeah.
What's
I
a
didn't even
biopic you would like Lynch to do?
uh,
I have one in mind. And I think it's a kind of a random shot in the dark.
ooh, what?
Harry Houdini.
Yo, that would be crazy. That would be really cool. I would love to know more about Harry Houdini and to get Lynch to do it, dude. Come on.
I think he does well with like either weird characters or like really rich dialogue films.
Yeah. What about a Johnny Depp biopic?
Damn, just covering what his relationship with Amber Heard. So it just starts off with her shitting on his bed. It's just like the opening scene.
Oh fuck! It opens from black and there's just things dropping on a bed, like it's dropping
Damn.
in front of the
The
camera, but you
camera?
can't see what it is. You just see something dropping, and then it pans out and you see what it is.
No, because it's Lynch. So it would just like get more distorted and then it'd be like a
Hmm.
scene of like Amber Heard and either Depp like fighting or having like a really cute moment and then it cuts to them fighting
Yeah.
and it's just like all like a jigsaw puzzle. What the fuck's happening?
No, that's too weird though. That's too weird. It has to be more contained.
Oh yeah,
You
because
know?
it's a
Yeah.
biopic.
Yeah. He does like his biopics are like so well done. And I didn't realize Elephant Man. I completely forgot Elephant Man was a biopic until you mentioned it right now. Um yeah, damn.
Biopic monster.
Yeah, he's a biopic monster. It's definitely the more obscure characters.
In both his biopics, the actors got nominated for Best Actor.
Hell yeah.
He just knows how to get it out of his actors during biopics.
Hmm.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Well, this movie was a bit of a dud. It had a budget of 10 million, which is actually like not a big budget, and it only made 6.2. I also like kind of sleeper Disney movie that I don't think gets talked about enough.
Yeah.
Like the 90s was like Disney domination on the animated. And I think isn't Homeward Bound also a Disney movie, which is also a great film.
Yeah. Yeah. Disney.
Great movie about a cat and two dogs.
Yeah.
Get lost. Love that movie.
Damn, I haven't seen that movie in so long. That's
It's a
crazy.
good movie.
You triggered like so much memory in my brain.
That was one of my favorites. Had on VHS.
Yeah.
And then this movie, like it's live action Kings, and this is a sleeper. I feel like this is a movie more people need to watch. It is very much like a 90s movie though, because like
Yeah.
this movie, no cell phones.
No,
Interesting.
no cell phones, no
Even
mention
ask
of
the
any
guy,
type
yo,
of technology.
you got one of those house phones? It's not on a cord.
Yeah.
I'll take it outside.
Yeah.
My boy, the patron saint of the podcast, Mr. Roger Ebert, rated this film. Do you know what he gave it? Have you looked at it?
No. What is his rating on it? It's out of a 4, right?
Out of 4.
I say it's 3.2.
He gave it a 4 out of 4.
Oh my god, he loved this movie.
This is the first ever, and I don't know if it's only, but it's the first ever David Lynch movie to get a positive review from Mr. Roger Ebert.
Wow.
He hated everything he did before this.
Yeah.
He said, the first time I saw the Straight Story, I focused on the foreground and liked it. The second time, I focused on the background too and loved it. The movie isn't just about the old Alvin Straight's odyssey through the sleepy towns and rural districts of the Midwest, but about the people he finds to listen and care for him. 4 out of 4, Roger Ebert.
Hell yeah.
He loved this movie.
Yeah.
Rotten Tomatoes has it at a 95% with a 91% on the popcorn meter. It currently holds an 8.2 on IMDb.
Crazy. This is a certified fresh movie.
Certified fresh, and a 4.2 out of 5 on Letterboxd. Twan isn't here, so we won't get his review. Hopefully we could get it next week.
Someone just hated it. We can just imagine him just completely demolishing this movie with his words. And then next week, when he comes back on, he could be like, I actually love that movie, and then it'll be a surprise to all of us.
I hope so. All right. I'll go first. I haven't gone first in a while. I gave this movie an A-. I really like this movie.
Mhm.
I don't really have too many negatives. It's just on just feels alone. It doesn't, to me, it's not an A movie, but it is a damn good feel good movie. It definitely has some deep emotional moments throughout, and I think it has a lot of lessons, and you get to see the development of this guy who did what most people thought was the impossible in driving a lawnmower, towing a trailer 240 miles to see his estranged brother, and just the goodness and humanity he comes across throughout his journey in giving out love and receiving it from complete and utter strangers, and allowing himself to be vulnerable and have moments of levity with people that he doesn't even know, but he still connects with on just a certain level that we all connect with, and the fact that we're just all people. I thought it was great. I think this is a sleeper David Lynch movie. It's not like very Lynchian, but overall, it's just a good movie. I think Lynch's ability to capture these like one take interactions between characters that are part of the plot, but not part of like the necessarily like super important to the core concept of the plot all the time, but just interactions between people is, I think, where Lynch does a great job, and he does a good job in this movie. I would definitely recommend this movie to anybody. It is a G rating, so show it to anyone. It's a great film. It's one of the better sleeper Disney films of the 90s, and yet another hit movie from 1999. Well, I don't know, it's not a hit, but sleeper, great movie. I highly recommend it. I want to tell people to watch this. It's just a feel good movie. It's the type of movie you could watch, and at the end of it, you can go to bed happy and just knowing that there's still goodness in this world. Mr. Saya.
I'm right there with you, man. I enjoyed this movie. This movie is an A for me. There's not a lot of like I don't really have any. I don't have any negative thoughts about this movie because this movie is so positive. I mentioned before, it is a little sad, but it's like sad that you overcome with the characters and you kind of enter into happiness with them. Uh, Recommend this to everyone. It's like a nice, easy watch. It is. It's fast too, right? I think it's only like.
No, it's an hour and 52.
Oh, okay. It felt fast.
It does feel fast.
For as slow as he was moving on his lawnmower, it kind of sped by. Like once he gets on the road, like he's just meeting person after person after person, and these like interactions that he has with people will just kind of just fly by. So 150, but honestly, it didn't feel like a 150 movie. Like it felt a lot shorter. Definitely one of the more calm, nice, friendly movies that we've ever covered on this pod. I think a lot of the movies that we cover are always kind of like heavy in some type of sense, but this wasn't that whatsoever. The Wheel gave us the craziest Lynch movie that we've ever gotten, and it just ended up being this like nice, feel good, like kind of family love story, and that was a nice shift. I think I needed that in this moment, so I give it an A. I recommend it to everyone. Really solid watch, but this deviated very far from what we normally watch, but still solid movie as it is.
Agreed. It is a highly recommend. I think Twan would agree. I don't want to speak for him, but he did say it was just a great feel good movie that he really enjoyed. So don't know what his exact grade is. Hopefully we get it next week, but I can confidently say this is a highly recommend from the pod. A from Saya, A- from myself. It's a good movie, man.
Yeah.
Good movie that makes you feel good.
Yeah. And it's not just the feelings that made me grade it an A. Like everyone in it, the acting was well done. Conversations felt natural. Sorry, I should have said that as I was doing this, but I just, like everyone in it did a really great job of making you feel like this was like a real situation that happened, and the conversations were so natural and they flowed so easily. I think thanks to the writing and David Lynch, because he just excels at doing stuff like that. So, but yeah, everyone in this was fucking great. And to know that Richard Farnsworth did this while he was like sick and he still did an amazing job. What a fucking beast.
Yeah. Rest in peace. It was his last film, and what a last great film it was. Well, it's time to will it. Say, do we have any additions?
I don't have anything on my side. Do you?
I do not either. It is my turn this week. For those, a quick reminder for those just joining us, the way the wheel works is we spin the wheel, it lands on a movie. We have three choices: either stick with the movie, spin again, or if we really have a movie on the list we want to watch, we can overwrite the wheel. Mr. Saya, what type of movie are you feeling this week?
That movie was so nice and calm. I want something chaotic.
Ooh, a chaotic movie.
Yeah.
I want something epic.
Ooh, okay.
Give me an epic. Although you could probably argue this movie was an epic in the sense that it was a very long journey.
Yeah.
But give me something epic. Let's see what we get. Will today be the day? If we get a back-to-back Lynch, that would be pretty funny. Oh, yeah, another part of the rules. You can't pick Lynch. You can't pick Ed Wood. If it lands on either of those, you have to do it.
Yeah.
Ooh, let's see what we get. Boondock Saints, maybe?
Napoleon Dynamite?
Ooh, is it going to be Ringu?
Boondock
Saints. Oh, Martyrs.
Boondock.
Ooh, Boondock Saints. I haven't seen this movie in a long time.
Yeah, I feel like I saw this movie twice in my like younger years, and then I haven't seen it since. So it's been a minute.
Starring Daryl from The Walking Dead.
Was that his first movie?
I don't think it's his first movie, but it's what I knew him as forever until The Walking Dead came out.
Yeah, another 1999 film.
No shit.
Yeah. Another 1999 banger. Is this a banger? I don't really remember.
I don't remember. I know it's considered a cult classic like action movie.
Yeah.
Damn, it is terrible. Terrible reviews. Curious.
Sick.
1999.
That makes me want to watch it even more now. I mean, just because we've seen so many crazy movies that have had like a wide array of reviews.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Did you see the RT and the popcorn for it?
No.
It's one of those.
Is it a low
drastically
RT, high popcorn?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's fun. It's a fun
movie.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
All right, guys. Well, the will has spoken.
Spoken.
Next week, we will be covering the 1999 action cult classic, The Boondock Saints.
Boondock.
I think we've all seen this movie before. I haven't seen it in a very long time. I think the last time I saw it was in my early 20s, maybe.
Same.
I saw it late in life, like way later than when it came out.
Same.
I'm excited to revisit it. I'm curious to see how it holds up. I do love a good action movie, so we shall see. Thank you guys for joining us this week as we covered David Lynch's The Straight Story. It got a highly recommend from us, with Say giving it an A and me giving it an A-. If you haven't done so already, give us a follow on our social medias. We are on Instagram, TikTok, X/Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Threads. As always, I have been your host, The Dale, followed by my co-host, Mr. Thea.
Yo, don't tell your family and your friends that you love them. That's what I got from this movie. Tell your family you love them and your friends.
Tell them that you love them, people. Catch you guys next week. Bye.